Welcome back to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba, your host. And we're talking with Jim Campbell, Chief Entrepreneur at Vitamin Patch, and Chrislyn Adair, Chief Sales Officer. All right, in this segment, we left off in the previous segment talking about sleep. And what I wanted to do is bring this back. You know, Vicki, you had a lot of questions about the sleep aspect of it. And then, Mervyn, you brought up some distribution questions. Let's start with Vicki talking to Jim or Chrislyn about the sleep product and bring that out.
Well, and hi, Jim and Chrislyn.
Hi.
Chrislyn, are you there?
I am.
Fantastic. I was just soaking up, no pun intended with the patch, literally soaking up all the information that you were sharing. I've been a personal trainer and fitness coach for over 18 years. And before that, I was a pharmaceutical rep. That's what got me into health and wellness. And so everything that you're saying resonates with me, coming from my background in the supplements over the use or replacing the use of our pharmaceuticals with healthy supplements. And how also, I don't know if we talked about how the patch, I guess being on the skin, you're not swallowing a pill that goes through your digestive system. So you're actually getting more benefit from it, which is fantastic. But I'm interested in the sleep patch because I personally have used sleep supplements with melatonin in it. So does your patch have melatonin?
No, it does not. We specifically designed it without any melatonin for a few reasons. One, the boss's wife doesn't like melatonin, so we were smart enough to keep that out. No, there's a lot of people that can benefit from melatonin and a lot of people that struggle with it. So we wanted to create a formulation that would be as universal as possible to as many people as possible. And we also, once again, with this formulation, just like with any of our others, we really wanted to create something that would help the system over time to really work more efficiently on its own without the product. So if you didn't have one night, or if you were out, you forgot them, you didn't take them on your trip, you're still going to have an easier time of getting to sleep, and your system is naturally going to be able to help not only get you to sleep, but keep you to sleep. So we just chose not to put that in there.
I love it because a lot of my clients I've worked with over the years, you're exactly right. Melatonin doesn't work for them, and then they go to the pharmaceuticals, which have a lot of side effects. So, thumbs up on that. I can't wait to try it.
We can't wait for you to either.
Today.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of really great feedback since we got the product in hand. So we've gotten a lot of great feedback. We're excited because sleep can kind of be a moving target for people. You know, it can have to do with maybe what you ate right before you went to bed. Some people it's mental and stress, and so it really can be a moving target. But we feel good that this formulation is going to be able to help many people.
This is Mervyn here. One question I have is, what are your distribution channels, Jim? Because you're the businessman behind all this.
Well, that's a great question. Our plan is to have 3 distribution channels. We'll have a online presence directly with the vitaminpatch.com, and then we'll have a brokerage distribution channel. So Chrislyn and I, our backgrounds are very heavily weighted in the recruiting side and attracting good, solid people. And so our plan is to take this to the natural practitioner market and some of the people that have contact with consumers that want to live a healthier life. And so we'll contract them as brokers and they'll sell the product. And then the third distribution channel is on a wholesale basis through channel partners, retail outlets, and things like that. We've got a big Facebook channel partner called Health for All Women. They've got about 1 billion views in the first 6 months of this year on their videos and about 100 million followers. So we're excited about that relationship. And everything launches in about 2 weeks. So we're about 2 weeks out from launch. And most of the past 6 months has been testing the products and making sure that we've had favorable feedback from strangers, friends, family, folks like yourself, and we're very excited about the impact it's made.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I mean, I've tried it, and I've never been one for energy drinks at all. But I've tried them as they came out. But I'm telling you, I haven't had anything affect me like this. and no side effect. I mean, I haven't fed it. Of course, it's only been about 3 or 4 days, but I would tell you what, there was a noticeable change. Plans for the future. You told us about the distribution, but plans for the future. Are you going to be moving this on a global scale? Obviously, the internet is has no borders. But I mean, let's talk about this, because this thing is going to change humanity. I mean, I don't want to be over melodramatic about it, but it's obviously affected me.
Well, our purpose is to help people live happier, healthier lives.
Right.
And that starts with more energy, more. If you feel better, and you feel like doing things with your kids when you get home from 10 hours at the office, I mean, that's very impactful. So we'd love to take it global. We have the background to do so. We've got the structure. We've got a worldwide fulfillment center here in the Dallas area that'll fulfill our orders, and so we have certainly have the ability to do that, and we're excited.
Is there a minimum order price? I mean, I'm
one.
Sure okay.
You can buy one patch, one package of patches. So there's, we've got trial pack. We've got a 6-pack. It's a trial pack. So you can try it for 6 days, and if you like it, you'll buy more, and if you don't, you won't do business. And this is anecdotal, but we've probably, I would say, 250 to 300 people have tried it, and I would venture to say about 80% of those have had a favorable review of our patches. So about 20%, and that.
What do the 20% say? I mean,
well, they may not have a deficiency.
Okay.
So maybe they have a really healthy lifestyle, or they don't have a need.
Okay.
One of the next formulations that we're coming out with in September is a adult multivitamin with omega-3, and Chrislin can talk a little bit about the deficiency there, but it's a epidemic problem worldwide, and we think that'll be a very big seller, if nothing else, right?
Yeah, bring it up, Chrislin.
No, well, I'm glad that you see just how impactful this can be, because one of the things that I said to Jim from the very beginning was, after 15 years of watching people take supplementation from the highest quality nutraceutical companies in the whole world are providing these great oral supplements, and people just aren't, it's just not affecting them in the manner in which it needs to. It's not taking care of the deficiencies. And it's because of the digestive tract and its barriers, and people just absorbing less and less over time. And that's why when I was introduced to this patch, the first thing that went through my mind was, my gosh, this is going to change the way supplements are taken forever. This is the digital music from back when we were in the cassette era of music. So that's how excited I get about this. But yes, the multivitamin plus omega-3, and we use krill oil is our base for our omega-3, because it is the most bioavailable omega-3 on the planet. And we are combining both of these into one patch. And we're doing that for a couple of reasons. We really, truly want to help people to feel better. And my belief is that, and all the doctors that I've ever worked with, omega-3 is so critical to every cell in your body. It is what keeps the external lining of the cell soft and pliable, so the nutrients we take in can actually get into the cell and affect it in a positive manner. Unfortunately, the diets that we eat today have a lot of omega-6 and omega-9, even worse, the partially hydrogenated oils that actually make the cell wall stiff and make it very difficult for the nutrients to get in. And when nutrients can't get in and feed the cell, that cell is going to wither and die. And that is how we get old, that is how we age, that's how we start having difficulties with our sight, our gray hairs, all these things, and, take that to immunological diseases and Alzheimer's and all these things. So omega-3 deficiency in our country, all across the board, from our children that are developing and desperately need it, all the way up to, when you become a senior, it's a huge issue. So combining this with the multivitamin, still 100% all natural, really impactful doses, what we call therapeutic doses, it is going to make an enormous impact. And now somebody doesn't have to choose. Do I buy the omega-3 or do I buy the multivitamin? They're combined in one patch together, so you're getting both things that you need as a base to all natural health and wellness. And I think it's going to be probably one of the most impactful patches that we will sell or that people can buy and use.
And that's going to be available when?
September 15th.
September 15th. All right, Jim's got the date.
That's good to know. That's good. And how do they get it, Jim? I mean, we're coming to the close. So I want to make sure everybody knows how they can get these patches.
If they beginning this Friday, they can go to thevitaminpatch.com. THEVITIMAN patch.com.
And then I'm looking on your website, and you have, was it 844-728-2463?
That's right.
All right. All right, Jim, thanks for being on the show. Chrislyn, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. VitaminPatch.com. Thanks for tuning in. CEO Money with Vicki Griffith, Mervyn Price, Michael Yorba, our guest today. Jim Campbell, Chief Entrepreneur, VitaminPatch.com. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to CEO Money. If you would like to be a guest on our show or know someone who should be on our show, please contact us at info@wfn1.com or our website, wfn1.com. If you would like to reach any of our guests, please visit us at wfn1.com. Join us on Twitter at WFN Live or our Facebook page at WFN Live. We will be back tomorrow with more great interviews and ahead-of-the-curve information you just can't get anywhere else.
CEO Money is sponsored by WF News 1 Incorporated. Views and opinions heard on CEO Money are not necessarily the opinion of this station or its management. Material on this program is intended for general information only and should not be taken as specific investment, tax, or legal advice.